now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Monica Coleman. It's Saturday, January 28th, 2023. I want to start by saying the beginning of this newscast will be hard to watch as we walk you through some of the gruesome details leading up to the death of Tyre Nichols. You do not have to watch the video of his death. We understand this may be traumatizing for everyone, especially those in the Black community who may have experienced similar trauma. And with that, we do start this morning with this. Again, we are balancing the need to show you what happened with the sensitivity that this video is very hard to watch. If you want to see the full video, we do have it at abc10.com. Sacramentans raised their voice after the death of Tyre Nichols. The foundation created by the family of Stephon Clark held a call to action and a march yesterday at the Sacramento State Capitol just as the video was being released. ABC 10's Alicia Manchado has more on their calls for change. Turning now to developing news this morning, a 17-year-old in Tracy, who is said to have been carrying a knife, is now hospitalized after being shot by Tracy police. Calls came in about a man chasing another person with a knife on Mosswood and Foxtail Way. Police say that the individual failed to respond to orders as he advanced towards an officer. That's when the officer opened fire. Neighbors we talked to at the scene hope to find what exactly happened to lead up to this unfortunate outcome. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News, toy giant Hasbro is joining other major companies in shrinking their workforce. Your business headlines coming up. Plus, many will be without a job after the weekend. IBM this week says that it is shedding 3,900 jobs, and software company SAP is eliminating 3,000. Meanwhile, layoffs are moving beyond the tech sector. Material science company Dow says it's cutting 2,000 employees globally. 3M announced it will eliminate 2,500 manufacturing jobs. Troubles continue for Bed Bath & Beyond. Shares fell 22% Thursday after securities filing revealed its bank is calling for immediate payment on its credit lines. The company warned earlier this month that it may file for bankruptcy. Restaurant chains are hiring. Now to some easy ways to save money, energy, and even lower your tax bill. The Inflation Reduction Act passed last year has increased the tax credit for making energy-efficient improvements to your home. Tax credits are available for the next 10 years, but ABC's Ginger Z talked to experts who say starting a plan now can help you save the most money. It's tax season, and a lot has changed since last year when measures were taken to help taxpayers during the pandemic recession. Casey Decker with our National Verified team explains why parents could be seeing a much smaller refund this year. With Americans living longer and inflation running high, many Americans don't have the luxury of worrying about their retirement savings. But a new law passed at the end of last year has some important changes that could help improve the financial outlook for retirees. ABC's Morgan Norwood reports. Now to a cybercrime crackdown. A group of hackers holding everyone from hospitals to school districts hostage with ransomware attacks. But now those hackers have been busted. It was carried out by the federal government, but will the big bust make a difference in the long term? Here's ABC's Andrea Fuji. As for protecting yourself from these kinds of attacks, the familiar advice holds true. Don't click on any links from unfamiliar sources. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News, the countdown to the Super Bowl is on, and tomorrow the 49ers and the Eagles face off. So how is San Francisco preparing? Well, we'll tell you after the break. The sports world is eagerly anticipating the NFC Championship game on Sunday. ABC 10's Kevin John is standing by to give us a preview of the game. All right, looking forward to your update. Thanks, Brendan. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News. Ahead, we're taking a look at who exactly was Tyre Nichols before his unfortunate death and seeing video of his time right here living in Sacramento. Good morning. Welcome back to ABC 10 Weekend Mornings. I'm Monica Coleman alongside meteorologist Brendan Minchef. And during the commercial break, we're talking about buying a new coat because we love a new jacket, but right, you may need it because the temperatures are starting to drop. Now to the police beating death of Sacramento native Tyre Nichols in Memphis, Tennessee. Here at ABC 10, we stand for you. That means holding the powerful accountable. A Sacramento native has died after a violent encounter following a traffic stop by police in Memphis. Why is that? And what exactly happened? We are committed to getting you answers. Here's ABC 10's Chris Thomas. We continue to learn more this morning about who Sacramento native Tyre Nichols was. We do know that he was a 29-year-old father, loved skateboarding and photography, and on his arm he had a tattoo of his mom. We're hearing his own voice for the first time. Here's ABC 10's Laura Painter. She shares with us how friends are remembering him this morning. Community leaders have told us they hope this will help fuel systemic change in policing. We have asked the founder of Black Lives Matter Sacramento about what kind of change she hopes comes from this locally. The clock reads 6:39. Here's more of today's top stories. A family in Lodi is demanding justice after their dog was tasered to death by Lodi police. In other news, the Coalition of Disability and Civil Rights Advocates filed a lawsuit asking the California Supreme Court to block Care Court, which is Governor Gavin Newsom's plan to help thousands of homeless people dealing with severe mental health issues. Keep in mind, Stanislaus County volunteered to be among the first 7 counties to roll out the program this year. Firefighters and police officers will face off on the gridiron today. It's called the Pig Bowl charity football game. This year, they are honoring fallen Elk Grove officer Ty Linehan. One of Hollywood's most powerful new producing couples lives right here in Granite Bay, and they have a movie out this weekend that's making history. Deon Taylor is friends with our very own Marcus Allen, and he caught up with Deon and his stars, including Grammy winner T.I., as they were doing a New York City press tour. Before we go this morning, here's a recap of some of the top stories we've been following for you this morning. Y'all know the Donna Summer song, "She Works Hard for the Money." Well, I'm dedicating that song to this story. A 91-year-old crossing guard from Long Island, New York, has been working hard for the money, and her community is coming together on her last day on the job to honor her hard work. Here's ABC's Will Gans.